What's up everyone, V here, and today, I know last video, um, by the way, go check out that video, it's on this guy. I know last video I said I was going to continue all the Black Panther reviews and it was going to be this guy next, but by a miracle I was able to, go watch, take care of some cats and get us some of that cheddar, and I decided to pick up this bad boy, or bad girl, that just sounds wrong. Yeah, because I really wanted it. Also, I got another something coming. It might be Moon Knight. Hype for that. But yeah, today we're going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Black Panther Wakanda Forever Deluxe. I think it's a deluxe Ironheart. Awesome figure. But like every review, I'm gonna go on to my opinions on Wakanda Forever. There might be some spoilers in here, so if you haven't watched it yet, I'd probably not, because I never know. I might slip up at least one point, so I'm just warning you. But my thoughts on Wakanda Forever real quick. I thought it was a phenomenal movie. In my opinion, I liked it more than the first Black Panther movie. It had so much more weight, so much more emotion. Thought it was great, and I actually really liked Ironheart. I thought she's a pretty fun character. She wasn't really insanely focused on because, it's not her thing. She's just a side character in the story. But I really enjoyed her. She kind of gave off some Tony energy. And I hope in her show it goes more into, maybe her having a connection to Stark in some way or, inspiration. Because, it's an Iron Man suit. It'd be weird that it's not connected to Iron Man. And I wish they kind of focused more on, her first flight and her coming out in the suit in the movie. But like I said, it's a Black Panther movie, so they're not going to focus on those. But still, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed her. I also love this suit with a passion, and we'll get into that first. We'll get into that soon. But first, let's take a look at the box. Which, first off, my first ever Marvel Legends box without the window. I mean, I own windowless, kind of windowless with the Fortnite figures, but this is my first, windowless Marvel Legends box, and it's interesting. For comparisons real quick, here it is next to just a normal Legends box. This is Icarus, because he's the closest one I could reach, and here it is next to the old deluxe size in the form of Vulture. So yeah, the box is definitely way smaller. He looks mad as hell, man. Definitely way smaller. And I think it was mostly the comic ones that had the kind of bad look, because this one's not bad. It's not great either. They never, what is this pose for the figure? It's so meh. We got, some Wakandan writing, then, the art in the back. Marvel Legends series, Ironheart, Black Panther symbol, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, 4+ plastic-free packaging, bro. Except tape and glue. I forgot about that. I didn't even notice it said that there. Hasbro. On this side, I don't like this. I mean, it's cool, but, I always, because, I keep the boxes, lined up, and I pose them like this with the art on this side, and art's only on this side, so yeah. We get a nice, up and down shot of the figure, and then a little bit of art there. I really like that suit design. On the back, you see all the accessories, Ironheart. That's about it. Yeah, she comes with a lot of accessories, so I called it deluxe because it's bigger. Number one, figure's awesome. But let's get into some of the accessories, because she's got a lot going on. What should we start with first? Let's start off with the hands, because they're, the most insignificant thing. She comes with 2 open hands, which have holes for repulsors. I think these would light up in the movie. I don't know. Because, I don't know, they just seem like they would have lights, but they aren't painted on here. But it doesn't matter, because if you look at this, the hand's mostly covered by this giant thing. But yeah, you can put them on, and you can also tab any type of repulsor thing in there. So yeah, I'm not going to put them on the figure, because dear God, there's a lot going on here. It's a lot. But it does come with blast effects and a little smoke trail, so it comes with a lot, a way thinner, less, I don't know. Let me just pull out another, like the one that comes with all the Iron Man, for example. I think it just has a smaller ring thing there because those things can come off. And a little smoke trail, and you can just stuff that all up in there. And then you can, like, put them in the feet. It's not the tightest fit because, come on. It's not the tightest fit because it's got her weird as hell foot design. But, like, you can get it looking nice. But also, because she has these giant things on her back, which also technically are accessories, but, like, you're going to keep it on the figure because it's part of the design. They also have these blast effects, which look pretty dope. They're the same thing, and they can just slot in these slots. Here, it's a little tight, but can I thought I dropped it because my setup's atrocious. So if something falls down far enough, it will be like gone for a minute. But like you can like, bro, go in the hole, man. You can like get her really flying. Just zoom out. That looks great. And you can also get her looking up really far too. So you can get really great flying poses with this figure. That's the biggest upside of this figure. Next, because there's still more, is this thing, and this wire, but like it's a giant as hell gun, and what you do is you just basically just rip this thing off. The hand comes out separately, but it's really difficult to get the hand out. I think I put on the wrong arm. But basically, the gist is you slide it up in there, and then you're supposed to like bring this thing around and tab it. Focus. And tab it in that hole, but like it's not the most flexible plastic, and it went in perfectly. Huh. Every other time I tried to do that, the thing was bending left and right, looked like it's about to break. But no, whenever I'm actually recording, it goes in perfectly. But yeah, you can't really do much with it. I probably use it without the cord, because it's scary. But yeah, it's a giant as hell gun. Looks like you're about to blast some... How are they called again? They're not Atlanteans. They're like... some with a T. I ain't even remember how it's pronounced, and I'm not even going to try, because I know it's probably going to come out horrific, and it's got a lot of nice detail in there. Some nice paint. So yeah, they didn't really skimp out on the paint on the accessories. We'll get to about that like soon, but also you can have it have more of a stripped down look, which looks really weird because she's got these paper thin arms and then these thick as hell thighs. God dang. But yeah, you can just slide that on and slide that in. It's really tight because of that design. And finally, the final accessory is the Riri Williams head sculpt. Let's just get that out of there. And I think this looks great. It looks exactly like the actress. Got a little bit of paint going through in there for the hair, or for the skin in the hair, I don't know. And the face looks really great. You can like pop the head off. I actually think it comes in package with the unmasked head on. It looks a little small. It's definitely smaller than the masked head. But it doesn't bother me that much because she's got a giant suit of armor. Her head's gonna look maybe a little bit small. But yeah, I think it looks great. Oh, Lord. I'm not as scared about breaking the peg as some of the other ones because it's not a dumbbell joint. Thank God. Iron Man should not have dumbbell joints because they suck at looking up. Now finally we can get into the figure. First off, these things come off in the package and you can have a more slender look, which looks pretty cool, but I like the giant beefy things. It's what her back looks like, and you can just... You want to do the bottom one and then the top. Get it in there, and then bada boom, you got this really dope design. I love the black in the suit. It's like a color you don't see for an Iron Man design with like And usually this is where the gold would be, but they put black, and I really like that aesthetic. Um, Also, I love how many little heart shapes are scattered throughout the design. And I got the more obvious ones like the arc reactor and then like the thing around the chest. But also, if you look at her face, where this silver thing comes down, focus, it creates a heart with the mask. And if you put it back and look at like this back thing, it creates a heart. I don't know. I just love that little attention to detail. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's a it's a really nice little subtle detail because Ironheart. It's got a lot of heart designs in it. But let's get into this mask design because oh my god, I love it so much. Um, Fun fact: my favorite design for an Iron Man, at least comic wise, is this Invincible Iron Man design, and I love the pointed mask. And I'm been saying if they're gonna do Iron Man again or like a variant of Iron Man, I want them to do this design so it'd be the most different from like any other type of Iron Man we've seen in the MCU. So if RDJ comes back in Secret Wars, Prainie's got this look, and this suit has that look because you can see it comes to a point like that. It looks so good in live action, man. It just looks so good. I love that pointed mask design. Oh my god, it's just I'm sorry I'm gushing over it, but like I love that pointed mask design so much. It's so cool and unique, and I'm glad we finally have it in live action. It proves that if they bring Iron Man back, they could give him that design and it would work. Um Now, this figure is missing a lot of colors. I keep thinking that's gold, but it might just be silver, but it's on the red, so it's making it have a gold tint. But them eyes, they did this really well. They had like white and then like printing of blue around it, like they do for most arc reactors, but they kind of lack. They don't really do it for eyes. Like these two Iron Man, most recent Iron Man MCU figures, just have white eyes, so it's cool that we actually got the blue around the eyes. Going around, I like that they have like bumps on the helmet for the braids. I don't think this is a nanotech suit. I don't know. It could be because we never saw her actually suit up, but the mask retracted more like the mask in Civil War. So, I kind of hope we don't have nanotech for a while because they were never as cool suit up scenes. Then getting to the chest, you got a lot of nice detail there. Got the little arc reactor thing. I think she does use it in the movie, which is nice, but it's not in the center, so it doesn't really look like it'd be practical. You just like shoot him in the side of the chest. But I do like how it's over the heart. I just realized that now because I'm stupid. I don't realize where organs are. I just love the black, a little bit of gold there. I think that's silver around the crotch area, but like the red making it look. Because comparing it to the box art, where oh, I threw that way back. If you bring in the box art, there's definitely way more prominent silver. I actually don't know if the design even has gold on it, but like this figure does have a bit of gold. So it's a little inaccurate. But where it's most inaccurate are these shoulders. They're just completely red, unpainted, and in the movie, there's barely any red on them. They're mostly black with like some blue lights there, like bringing in the design. Oh, never mind. You can't see that, bro. I was gonna say bringing in the design, like you can kind of see it. Hold on. Let me pull up a picture real quick. Okay, so here's a picture of the design, and you can like see like the shoulders barely have any red really on them. And it kind of sucks that they didn't really paint that in there, especially since this is $30. Actually, I think it's probably around more 35, 40, because it's a deluxe figure. You'd expect more paint. I don't know why. I mean, I do like that it is. I mean, the red does make it stand out. I bet if it was black, it'd blend more in with these like vent things back here. But still, it's not accurate. But the shoulders do look pretty cool nonetheless. And then you got like some detail throughout there. And then you got these giant gauntlets. I'm pretty sure they'd like shoot out of here or something. But you got a nice blue light. My main complaint is that they like to turn like this a lot because they're not insanely tight on there. And I wish they were, or at least went into where they would like. I mean, I get why you probably want them to rotate, but I wish they were a bit tighter, because like I hate that when you be messing with it and then it just rolls back like that, but still got some nice paint on there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just take this off real quick because you got like a lot of nice vent detail in there, which is really hard to see whenever it's actually on there. Some nice vent detail back there, and then like these giant thrusters. She's going hard with the thrusters in that movie. And got a little bit of silver on her butt. Random, but gotta get that butt plating, And then, I don't know if this is like a reference to the comic design where he had the discs on the hips, but it's got silver discs there, which is pretty cool little detail. Like these giant legs. These legs is huge. I mean, it gets weirder as you go down, but yeah, I got a lot of black there. Nice matte black and in between the thighs and then up there. Just got a lot of nice details. And then these goofy looking feet, bro. They are definitely made to be flying, bro. Got some nice vents there. It's a little bit of silver back there. And then whatever the hell this kind of foot design is. I mean, it's weird, it's different, but I kind of like it. I like how different this suit is from, Iron Man's design. And I'm hoping that the next Ironheart suit keeps this kind of mask design, because this is the Wakandan suit. Spoiler alert, she doesn't get to keep it realistically. Why would Wakanda give a... How old is she? She can't be, like, that old. She's still in college. Like, why would they give her that kind of weapon? But, yeah, great looking figure, and articulation is phenomenal. Right away, can look up probably better than any other MCU Iron Man figure. They need to do this on every other figure, because dumbbell joints, these two got dumbbell joints, and guess what? They can barely look up. And it looks pretty far down. Even, not too much bob, but you don't really need that. Rotates, arm moves out that far. I'm confused. I think this is attached down here. Rotates, and you can rotate it without popping this off. Upper arm rotation, nice double jointed elbow. You got a rotation and a hinge, but you're not really going to get that much out of that. Hinges, does that even hinge forward? Barely, Jesus. Goes way more back. Wish they kind of painted right there, because you can see a bit of red. Bobs, rotates, kicks decently forward, but because of the design, it's got like a clone trooper thing going on, where the thigh runs into that. Splits is mid. Not gonna lie, that's not great splits, but again, a lot of design going on there. Rotates. Oh yeah, can it go back? Barely. Them thick thighs, and do she got cake back there? Kinda, I think. Cake mixed with thick thighs don't mean them legs going back that far at all. Then, one of the tightest double. Jesus. Gee, my God. This one of the tightest double jointed knees I've ever encountered. My God, that's rough. Then you got a rotation there for like a rocker and in the back, and then it hinges down and up. So you still get all the toe articulation you'd want. It's just in a goofy looking way. That took a lot out of me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. That took a lot out of me. Now for some comparisons. My feet are hurting because I sit on the floor while making these videos. So it's not the most comfortable position. I showed my setup once on my Instagram, MoonKnightXO. Go drop a follow on that. Yeah, okay, so here she is next to him, a Black Series, and a Transformers figure, Average Voyager, and then a Black Series. She is taller than both. That Shockwave was $50. My God. Then here she is next to Ziridla, and instead of doing the Foundation, because he's another 6-inch Hasbro figure, I decided to compare him to a Halo figure, because, Halo figures are also out there. I think they're from a different brand. It shows the scale between them probably a lot better. Actually, she's almost as big as him. I think this is probably 6-inch scale, but Spartans are just giant. This guy is never gonna stand. Also, let me know if you want to see a review on him, because I'd be down for that. I really like that guy. Here she is next to Moon Knight, who would definitely be getting replaced soon. I ordered the MCU Moon Knight figure. Should be coming in the next couple days. So yeah, hyped for that. You know that review is gonna be wild. Now let's just fire off. Here she is next to both the Black Panthers. Looks great. Next to that comic Black Panther. I'm not even gonna promise you that's gonna be the next review, because I'll be honest with you, it's probably gonna be Moon Knight. Here she is next to Spidey. She is Jesus, towers over him. I mean, no, poor Spidey. He's so small. I mean, she is older than him though, and in a metal suit, and he's in tight spandex. So there's gonna be a bit of a height difference. Here she is next to the most recent MCU Iron Man figures. The one that looks the best but feels the worst. The one that looks the worst but feels the best. Get this one. I mean, it's in a 2-pack with Thanos, but it's a way more fun figure than this guy. But this guy looks phenomenal. They need to remake this guy. But yeah, they look great. But messing with her makes me want new versions of both of these, because this figure is actually really good, at least with that head articulation. Finally, Train. Here she is next to that invincible Iron Man with that mask design. I don't have the comic Riri, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the helmet look that one had, but this one, ooh, I love it. So, there's the box. Where's the box? Here's the box. So, overall, would I pick this up? Hell yeah. For me, it started showing up in stores about like a week or two ago. And there's a lot. I think it's a pretty easy figure to find. It's a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. It's a great figure, has a lot of accessories. Everything you'd really want accessory-wise, she comes with. Unless you wanted a mask that just has the faceplate up, but still the helmet, then tough luck, but you were never going to get that. But yeah, it's a great figure, poses pretty well. There's some limitations, but I mean, come on, given the design, it's going to have some limitations. And yeah, figure's really dope. I'm trying to get in an interesting pose. But yeah, it's a really fun figure. I've been messing with it the past couple days, and I've just had a blast with it. Probably going to be in my top 10 of the year. Love this figure. Definitely recommend it if you are a fan of just Iron Man figures, even those Iron Man type figures, I can't say Iron Man. It's not Iron Man. And a fan of Wakanda Forever. I'd highly recommend it. And I love Riri. Can't wait to see her in her show. Can't wait to get the figures. Oh, wait, it's a Disney Plus series. Woo. So that means you're probably going to get the figures 2 years later, and it'll be, like, vaguely inaccurate, and probably only have, like, one figure. Because they can't just drop the waves when the show comes out. They gotta wait forever. I'm burnt by that Moon Knight wave. I'm telling you right now, I'm burnt. Because, my God, none of them were spoiler figures, and yet She-Hulk's been over for weeks, and the wave has just barely trickled out yet. My God. But yeah, like, subscribe, check out my previous reviews, go check out my Instagram, MoonKnightXO, where I'd be posting a lot of weekend reels, because, it's my favorite artist. And, yeah. Hope you have a delectable day. I'm gonna go eat a chicken sandwich, mac and cheese, and watch an episode of Seinfeld, because that's my life. And, peace. Or do I say peace out? I don't even remember my own outro. Jesus Christ.